Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Visions of Mana. I've decided I'm going to do hour-long episodes for this game because being an RPG, I have a feeling if I don't do hour-long episodes, it's going to take us half a year to get through it. So we're just going to keep doing hour-long episodes unless there's a reason for me to cut down that amount of time. So we are Vale with the abs and we are escorting our girl, Hina, to the Tree of Mana.
What do you think the Alm of Wind will be like?
I'm not sure, but I can't wait to meet them.
Aery Passage. Love that wind tower. Hopefully I can climb it. I love Zelda too much, Breath of the Wild, so anytime I see a tall thing, I feel the need to climb it.
Clothes and everything.
Wow, we're not at sea level now. Oh, that's for sure. Look, I think that's Mount Gala in the distance.
Mount Gala?
Taking this?
Oh, holy crap. Well, that's going to become important one of these days. So far, I am really enjoying Visions of Mana, but I haven't played long enough to form any concrete opinion about most of it. The writing is decent, not exceptional, but better than average, I would say. Or maybe not. Video game writing is certainly getting better as the years go on. Me being an old school gamer who grew up with Super NES games, the plot and writing used to leave a lot to be desired. Also, I know I am skipping a ton of items that are not immediately in my way, but that's just for the sake of the show, because normally when it comes to games like this, I will over-explore and look at every little glowy, shiny thing I see.
I'll take you all on. You're mine.
This is nice. There's a real smoothness of the controls and the combat. You can start your strikes before you've technically entered combat. The battles are fairly quick. I'm liking the game system quite a bit so far. It is very similar to the remake of Trials of Mana. Okay, got it. Why would you give me an XP boost for only 1 minute? That's barely enough time to do anything. Well, maybe not. Battles do go a little fast. As I just said. There we go. And a level up! Hooray! Wow, yeah, that took basically no time. Of course, then again, I am using the slightly better sword since I pre-ordered the game. I have a little bit of a boost here for a little while. I wonder how long this will last me. Anyway, the way Trials of Mana worked, the remake, is that combat took place within the world. There was no barrier, I don't think, for running away or that kind of thing. You just were kind of in the world, just kind of like a Zelda game. Combat was as organic as running around. Visions is a bit different since it's like a Trials game, Tales game, and it is what it is. I'm enjoying it so far. Mushboom Core Stone. We still don't quite know what core stones are for, but I'm sure that'll become relevant sooner than later. Come on, Hina, let's get the lead out. Let's keep going. God, I barely had to stop during this sequence. I mean, obviously later fights will be harder, but this is nice that I just get to kind of go.
Come on, Ramcoh.
It's a dragon! Oh, what is its name? Usually the dragon has the same name from Secrets to Legend of Mana to Trials of Mana. Flammy? Flemmy? Flammy. I think Flammy.
Huh, what's this?
Boomerang? Great.
It's got wind energy inside it.
Oh, I know. It must be one of those elemental vessels I've read about.
Go on.
They say that the Mana Goddess bequeathed the vessels unto a great hero in order to aid him on his quest. Apparently, they're quite powerful.
Whoops, I shouldn't throw around a secret artifact.
Intruders! No, wait! Maybe they're the Alm and Soul Guard. What? Already? That's right. I am the Alm of Fire, and this is Vale. He's my soul guard.
Is this yours? Try not to leave an important thing like this behind, okay?
Oh no! The intruders found out we took the boomerang without asking!
No, wait. This is our chance. If a soul guard returns it, the chief won't get mad.
Aha! No one would question the soul guard. You two can play with the boomerang all you want. Just put it back when you're done.
I don't want to involve myself with children. Just go away.
Oh, well then I guess I was using it correctly after all. Let's give this thing back as soon as we reach the town.
Sure. We can return the boomerang and then meet up with the Alm of Wind.
Sounds like a plan.
So these vessels belong to a hero who got them from the goddess?
We should take good care of it on our way to Longren then.
Let me buttons. Thank you. Just to at least open it up. No, stop it. You didn't let me buttons first, and then you had me buttons too many times. I love the color scheme of the game. I mentioned this in the first episode, but I really appreciate colorful games. I get too bored when things are dark and dreary and dingy. I mean, they are fitting. You know, I don't need Soulsborne games to look like this. But
the Vale use the northern winds that
the
blow
game
year-round to power them.
industry, or maybe just the games I play, tend to favor being a little dark and gritty. And so it's kind of refreshing to play one that's bright and colorful like a storybook. I really like it.
We can watch them at work.
Whoa! Not paying attention to the cliff. Let's follow the road and not throw ourselves headlong into danger. After we loot this treasure chest from a house that probably owns it. But we're the big damn hero, so this is our candy. It's the best part about being a big damn hero. You just get to rob the populace, and it just doesn't matter. Who's gonna stop you? The cops? There are no cops in this world. I'm the cops.
Does anybody need healing?
No, you're
Hey,
paying attention.
Is the Sylphid in Sylphid Boomerang like a name or something?
Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure it's the name of the elemental.
Then do you think he'll get mad if you use his boomerang?
Elementals are aspects of
Yeah,
nature
this is
and emissaries
really
of the
smooth.
goddess of mana. They watch over the land, rarely interfering with the people who inhabit them.
So, you're saying that he probably wouldn't mind?
Not according to the book I read, at least.
It's a little hard to hear them over the sounds of combat, so I'm gonna do a little volume, not Japanese, little volume adjustment here. No, close, save, thank you, close, thank you. A little bit more volume on the dialogue there. Hopefully we can hear them a little bit better. Where's the treasure? I want the treasure that's oh, it's down there. No problem.
Let me see.
Yoink.
This might be useful.
Fairy acorn. Don't know what that is. Skipping those enemies. They're very weak. And they can't stop me because I'm level 5 and they're level 3. And unless they grab me, I'm just moving on. Getting better about that too. Most of when I was an old school gamer, I would often just kill everything that got in my way. And that made all games take about twice as long as they needed to take. The Village of Wind.
This place sure lives up to its name. The wind never stops, huh?
This breeze is strange, though. It feels melancholic somehow.
Well, first order of business is to return the elemental vessel to the chief. Then we see about the Alm.
Okay. Seems easy. Longren, the Vale of Wind.
Dragon folk can live to be pretty old, right?
Dragon folk.
Think the
Am I
new
playing
Alm of
Baldur's
Wind
Gate
could
3?
be a senior citizen of the Vale?
Don't worry. I'll carry them to the mana tree on my back if I gotta.
What a fine, upstanding soul guard you make.
Can I actually talk to everyone? I can. Okay. I'm going to waste my time by talking to most of these people. If you cast strips of fabric to the winds of Longren with sufficient skill, they take on a beautiful color. It's a tradition we call wind dyeing. Great. She's either really happy to be alive or she's got a little chemical assistance right now. But either way, I'm going to leave her to it. Instead, I guess we're talking to the village elder or whoever. Hina, are you with me? Where's Hina? Hina is not here. Maybe she's in my pocket. Hello, elder.
I'm Vale, the Soul Guard. I came across your elemental vessel and wanted to return it.
Gracious, I was wondering where Ramcoh and the little ones spirited that away to. Thank you.
Ramcoh?
Those youngins will get an earful later, but enough about that. Welcome to Longren, friends.
Great to be here.
So where might we find the Alm of Wind?
On that subject, I have some unfortunate news. The fairy has not yet arrived to name the Alm.
Okay.
Oh, then you're still waiting to see who gets the job?
Here in the Vale, we welcome the fairy with a traditional wind dyeing ceremony, as performed by one of our wind oracles.
Oh, what a good coincidence I talked to
But
that
this year,
specific
our attempts
NPC.
at the ritual have been unsuccessful. There is one oracle, Careena, whose attunement to the wind element is unparalleled. At this rate, I fear that without Careena, the fairy may not come at all.
Careena.
Sadly, she refuses to listen to my orders anymore. No matter what I do or how soundly her parents scold her, Careena says she won't budge until she feels like it.
I like her already.
But now that you have arrived, Sir Soul God, there may be a chance to get her to see reason. I humbly beseech you to talk to Careena.
Sure.
Why me?
What? Because you're the
Perhaps if
soul
she is
guard, idiot.
buffeted by a breath of fresh air, she may yet bend to the winds of fate. Be sure to give her a good buffeting, mind you.
You mean use the vessel to literally knock some sense into her?
Punch
Surely
the
precious
small
artifacts
female
should be
child.
handled
Got it.
delicately.
My
These
abs
days,
can
the
handle a
elemental
job
vessel
like
is
that.
Scarcely used as more than a child's plaything. I am certain that a soul god would have much better applications for such an object. Come, if the fairy is not properly welcomed, it could be the end of the Vale as we know it. Please, you must make Careena see reason.
Well, hitting children is my favorite hobby, so let's get to
I
it.
think I've got my work cut out for me this time.
The chief seemed genuinely worried for the fate of the Vale. Now's your time to shine, Sir Soul Guard.
Okay. Hello, spoiled princess. Are you going to be my new favorite character?
You folks in the habit of staring at strangers? What is it? Are you selling something? Find somewhere else to hawk your wares.
I love her.
Are you by any chance Careena, the Wind Oracle? I'm Hina, the Alm of Fire. And this is...
Vale, the Soul Guard. Nice to meet you.
Take a look at my abs.
What's the convoy of alms want with me? No, let me guess. The chief sent you to convince me to do the wind dyeing, right?
Well, yeah, actually. In Tiania, we built a ceremonial bonfire to celebrate the fairy's arrival. Longren has different traditions, though, right?
The chief thinks sending outsiders to do his dirty work is gonna make me budge. Well, he's got another thing coming. Nope, never again.
Awesome. Game
If the
over. I'm
fairy
going
doesn't
home.
come, no one can be named the Alm of Wind. For the sake of Longren and the rest of the world, would you please consider performing the wind dyeing ceremony?
When someone asks a stranger for a favor, usually they have something to offer in exchange. I'll tell you what, you can find Shiriu for me. I've looked all over town already, and I gotta get off my feet for a bit.
Shiriu? I'm guessing they're a friend of yours. What do they look like?
He's dreamy, about the same age as me. Got a nice smile.
I didn't
Oh,
expect the
someone
Southern
kinda like
Belle
Vale?
accent to come out of the dragon people.
Spare me. He's nowhere near as wimpy as this guy.
Okay,
Gee,
look, my abs and I would like
Well,
to
Sounds like we have a missing
contend
person to
that
find.
statement.
If Careena's already looked in town, let's try the outskirts.
Alright, got it. We're looking for a person. Complete a side quest. Got it. Hopefully there are not too many... Was that a dog? Can I pet the dog? Let me pet the dog. -3 out of 10, worst game ever, cannot pet dog. Dog apparently just broke physics for a second. Okay, it gets a point back. But anyway, can I not dash in... Oh, I can dash. I can't use my whoosh, but I can still run. Good. Don't need to boop the booper. We're just going to go do this. And hopefully find whatever we need to find. Back to Aery Passage. They even use the same hit point bar color thing that they did in Legend of Mana. Where since Chobin Hood had an orange bar, that meant he had more hit points than their most common enemies. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? I came out. Is there a thing that tells me what my mission is? Okay. Find Shiriu in Aery Passage. Okay. No. Oh, no, there is a little thing. I didn't notice the little icon to tell me where to go. There was a discussion some years ago about RPGs using quest markers. The culture has changed, but when I worked for IGN and wrote a review for an RPG that didn't have quest markers, I lamented that it had no quest markers and was soundly criticized, partly because I did not explain my position very well. I like quest markers because even though it does kind of destroy the exploration of the game, being an adult with responsibilities, I appreciate a quest marker or two so I know where to go and I'm not wasting my time running around in circles. However, I do understand the counter to that argument, because without quest markers, there's a sense of exploration and finding your own way and kind of making your own adventure. And I get it, I respect it, but for especially modern games, I very much appreciate quest markers. So what do you have to say, Dragon Boy? Do you and your lack of abs want to come back with me to the town, or...
Hello there. Shiriu, I presume?
That's me. And you are?
Vale, the Soul Guard. And this is Hina, the Alm of Fire.
Oh,
Val's hair is going
Val,
nuts
Hina.
in this wind.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Shiriu, a historian and keeper of tales from the Vale.
What are you doing so far outside of Longren?
Calibrating windmills, actually. The wind's been hard to predict lately, which might be a side effect of having no alm yet.
Makes sense.
Speaking of alms, Careena said she'd help call the fairy with some wind dyeing if we found you for her.
She did, huh? I guess she came around to the idea after all.
Is the dyeing process hard or something?
Not particularly. As long as you know the steps, that is. You just capture the breeze with the cloth to bring out the colored dye. The issue is that the fairy won't come for just any old round of wind dyeing. Careena has the most skill in Longren, so she has the best chance of summoning her.
Then why is she so averse to helping?
Because Careena wants... She wants to be chosen as the Alm, but all she's ever heard from the rest of the Vale is that she's wrong for the job. And yet, they keep asking her to help with the wind dyeing. It wouldn't surprise me if the fairy was staying away on purpose to avoid these hypocrites.
But why would Careena be a bad choice of Alm?
Did she pick a fight with the elemental or something?
That'd be funny.
That's a good one. But nothing that scandalous, I promise. But it's complicated. Too complicated to bother you both with right now.
Great.
Besides,
I accept that. You
I
want to
know
come back to the
Careena
village
wants the Vale to
now,
prosper,
or...
just like everyone else. And it looks like your arrival might have been enough to give her that push. Anyway, I'll head back to the Vale for now. See you there. And thank you.
I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. I just kind of showed up and talked to you for a second. Great. I do like the large cloth fluttering in the breeze. It's kind of pretty. Is there any place that does that in reality? I mean, this would be a lot prettier in real life to see this kind of thing. Whoa, that's some pop-in. It's probably fine. Anyway, I feel like I've seen something like this concept before in real life. Something more than just, say, laundry fluttering on the clothesline out in the backyard. I mean, these specifically long strips of cloth fluttering, but maybe it wouldn't work in real life if it was that long? Maybe it'd be too heavy? I mean, the breeze would have to be really strong to pick it up that much. Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to move on. And hopefully our new Dragon Girl lady friend person will get her shit together.
The more you yell at me, the less I want to have anything to do with the wind dying.
Okay.
Now you're just being stubborn. Didn't you hear that the convoy from Tiania has already arrived?
We can't keep wasting the Alm's time with your selfishness. You're putting the whole Vale in danger with your temper tantrum.
Yep, she's my new favorite. Love her.
If you want to meet the fairy so bad, then you do the ceremony. Why does it always have to be me, anyway?
Why is your accent different from
It's not
everyone
like
else's
I
in the
have a chance
village?
of becoming the Alm. Y'all made that abundantly clear. You think I'll just go along and do all the hard work for nothing?
Nothing.
Pouting about it won't help your case, you know.
I'm not pouting. I'm angry. After all, I just wanted to be the Alm and see the world.
Honey, we know it's hard for you to accept, but it's been years since anyone in our family has been considered worthy of Alm status.
Sure, your affinity to the wind element meant you had a good chance at the gig. But after what you did in the sanctum?
Fine. Criticize me all you want, but I don't regret my actions one bit, so stop lecturing me.
I love her foot stompies.
How irresponsible. The other wind oracles don't cause their parents this much trouble.
Did she only have one wing,
But
or
if we
was her
don't
wing
push
covered by
the
her
fairy
hair?
might not visit Longren at all. Maybe Shiriu can talk some sense into her.
I'm also a little surprised Shiriu is spelled that way. I would think with the Japanese influence it would be spelled R-Y-U, since that also means dragon, but maybe... Pet the kitty! Button to pet the kitty! -7, worst game ever. -7 out of 10. Hate it. Worst game ever. Oh yeah, left click. Come on, run a little faster there, Val. Get in your cardio. Does she only have one wing?
Aha! There you are!
She does
Thanks
only
for
have
finding
one
Shiriu for
wing.
me.
What the heck?
No sweat. So you'll perform the wind dying ceremony now?
Did I say that? Next time, get it in writing. Besides, I have some stuff to talk to Shiriu about. Bye-bye.
I love her.
Hang on. I thought you wanted a favor for a favor. We gotta call the ferry to Longren before it's too late.
Careena, don't forget. There's that old saying about the disaster that could befall our tribe if an Alm isn't chosen. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless.
We're too old for fairy tales, Shiriu. Besides, the wind is always blowing here. And it's not like we dragon folk use our wings to fly in the first place.
That voice doesn't match her face either. I bet all the Japanese voices are higher pitched. I tend to prefer hearing my
Maybe the
games in
proverb
English,
isn't meant for
though.
dragon folk.
So for those of you
Ramcoh
looking
has
for the
wings too,
original
you know?
Japanese voices, you will have to go elsewhere.
But I don't have to be the one to do it. No one in town even cares who does the wind dying, and I wouldn't do it even if they begged. Why bother? It's not like the fairy would ever pick me to be the Alm anyway.
I have an idea. Val, why don't you do the wind dying instead?
What?
Me?
How does that make any sense?
Anyone is allowed to use the technique. And besides, it never hurts to have a breath of fresh air to try and bend the winds of fate.
Like some sort of
The chief said
airbender?
something similar now that you mention it.
Good luck. You'll need it. I think I'll just stay here with Shiriu if it's all the same to you.
You two do make a cute couple.
Yeah. Look, The dying stall is up a ways over there. Just give it a go.
I think that line was delivered wrong. It should have been more like, yeah, yeah. It's like dismissive. Alright, well, I'm gonna go dye some wind or win some dye or something. As you travel, side quest, rewards, got it. Side quest,
Okay.
got it.
It's up to me to perform the ceremony and call the fairy.
Why?
Costs nothing.
If it doesn't work for you, let me have a go.
All right, we'll take turns.
There's a treasure or something over here. Give me my treasure. What the? Just open the box.
Rare
Okay.
item.
I got a spear. Obtained a weapon for Careena. Okay. I stole her only weapon out of her house. This is fine. I mean, obviously she's going to be a party member at some point. Where's the... Aha! Well hidden.
This is kind of exciting.
Sort of.
Rare item.
Cup of Wishes, which is like a Phoenix Down, a resurrection item. Excellent. Oh, you're not doing the dance, guy. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we've got an armor shop around here, so maybe we can pick up some new stuff.
Welcome.
Hi, any soul guard worth their salt knows they need the very best and latest gear for their pilgrimage. How else are they going to escort the Alm safely to the Mana Tree? I will buy not that because I already have one, so never mind. There's a weapon vendor up here too. So, for those who may not be following my channel too closely, especially with the start of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which I am also currently doing for the show, I've decided that I'm going to fall into this niche of doing abridged RPGs. So if there's ever a point where I need to do some grinding, even in Visions of Mana, or just getting certain side quests out of the way for whatever reason, I will skip all that. So for the sake of the channel, you're going to see pretty much nothing but the MSQ, for better or worse.
Rare item.
I think it makes it better as a show, because then it kind of focuses on doing what you need to do. I'm going to equip that real quick. Give myself some resistance to poison. Like, oh, move damage? Increases move damage. Oh, so like my fireballs. No, that's fine. I'll take resist poison. Can I... Is this how to shortcut it? Wait a minute. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I can put that on my quick bar. So, like that. Okay. So that's R1 triangle. I can't seem to put it on my left one. Unless there is a way? Let's see. So moves, shortcut, set as shortcut, remove shortcut. Yeah, I can't seem to put it on my L1. So I bet you L1 is like story-based stuff, because there's only 4 slots, and one of them is already the Fable breadcrumb trail. So R1 must be my stuff, with the D-pad as items and the face buttons as my attacks. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I understand what I'm looking at here. We're going to move this one after all. We're going to put it on square. I would much prefer it there. Okay. I will participate in the wind dyeing ceremony, ma'am.
You are here for the wind dyeing? Forgive
Apparently.
me, it is a complicated process. Even oracles in training have trouble with the steps.
I don't want to do it, believe me.
Well, someone's got to try. What was it? Breath of fresh air and all that?
Yeah, definitely
Oh,
glad we're not
look,
doing just
Ramcoh
30-minute
has come to
episodes.
watch.
What's a
Ramcoh?
Ramcoh anyway?
Not
She's
Flammy.
not a what? She's a sacred beast. Her ilk usually resides in the wind sanctum near the Vale.
She may be
When
a sacred
Careena was
beast,
training
but
in the
she's still
sanctum,
small enough
she
for me to
suffered
kick.
a grave injury. Though she lost one of her wings, this sacred beast saw her safely back home. Since then, the two have been like sisters, nigh inseparable. Ramcoh even began to stay here in the Vale instead of returning to her home. Although, Careena has been so preoccupied with Shiriu recently that she and Ramcoh have become distant. Perhaps they're growing apart. Oh, please excuse my rambling. I shouldn't distract you from trying to summon the fairy for everyone in the Vale.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. No pressure or anything.
You
do it, Val.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Let's see.
I'm just kind of sitting here, holding nothing since it's off camera. Oh. What?
Come, wind!
That won't get you anywhere. You couldn't even swat a bug, let alone call forth a fairy.
Okay, so why don't you
I thought
do
said
it?
You were busy with Shiriu.
It's not my fault your flailing was so bad I couldn't ignore it.
Uh-huh.
Even a novice could do this better than you. Thanks. It's been a while since I laughed so hard.
Okay.
So, Hina, do you want to give it a go?
You're
now?
small enough I can kick also.
Can I?
Huh? But she's the Alm of Fire. Where's the sense in that?
True, it's never been done. But I'd have quite a tale for the history books if the Alm of Fire were to call forth the fairy for the Vale of Wind this year.
Give me a break.
Oh, I see. Please allow me to try, Shiriu. I bet I can expertly harness this wind.
Hold it right there.
What?
Fine, I'll do it. As the best dyer in the Vale, I have now officially changed my mind. I'll show you how it's really done. Write that in your history books.
Wasn't this your suggestion in the first place that I try it? And all it took was a little reverse psychology to get you to get back to work? Ah.
Come, wind! Bring forth color!
Ah, creepy. It's probably the thumbnail, though.
Oh,
Hello, Not Flammy. Wait, you're the fairy.
It's the fairy!
Huh?
Oh, Shiriu has been chosen as the Alm.
Congrats, Shiriu. Good job.
No,
Huh?
no, I refuse. I won't be the Alm.
They sort of...
But why? Being named the Alm is an honor. Why would you run away from your duty?
I hated that they put that sound effect on it, because it'd be more interesting if he just reacted in actual terror.
I actually haven't named anyone the Alm yet.
Because I assume that's sort of the overarching premise.
How could he betray my trust like this?
Everyone's gonna realize this whole thing is
Yeah.
unnecessary,
Shiriu was the one
but
insisting
we've
that we
got
had to
many
call the
story
fairy to
beats
keep the
before
veil from being
we get
destroyed.
there.
Then he just ran away.
He doesn't
should
want to
know.
die.
He saw how hard I worked to be worthy. It's always been my dream, even though I knew it was hopeless. Everyone kept saying it's impossible for someone like me to be the Alm of Wind. That I can't feel the wind beneath my wings like the rest of them do, now that I've lost one of them.
Okay, so I wasn't going crazy.
When I told them all that the wind still spoke to me, no one in the Vale believed it. Not the other oracles, not my parents, and certainly not the chief. They pitied me, laughed at me when I said I wouldn't give up. Only Shiriu and Ramcoh stuck with me. But Shiriu never understood what it meant to me. He never understood me. Well, I'm done with him. Hey, fairy!
What?
Appoint me the Alm. I'll take Shiriu's place. I'm the perfect candidate. Make me the Alm of Wind.
And she's wanted to do it anyway.
The decision isn't entirely up to me. I must consult with your patron elemental first.
Ah.
But your skill with the wind dyeing was most impressive. The wind was dancing with joy. I believe that Sylphid may accept you as the Alm if we ask.
Sylphid?
I'll take your compliments to heart, fairy. Sounds like we've got an elemental to convince.
Oh, maybe the elements
Where do we
just
find this
all have
Sylphid
different
fella?
names, like how
Mount Gala, the source of the winds.
Salamander is now Salmando.
Do you and your girlfriend want to come? As the Soul Guard, it's your job to see even potential alms safely to their destination, right?
Is it?
You have a point. Let's go to Mount Gala.
Okay. We'll get back to cardio day and I'll keep making my calves just become more and more engorged.
I forgot about Ramcoh. Sorry, but I gotta find her before we head off, or I never forgive myself.
Those
I
are some
ignored her
amazing
for so
shoes
long,
you're wearing.
But if this works out and I am named the Alm, I have to say goodbye before I go. And I gotta apologize. Help me find Ramcoh?
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm
Where
here
could
for.
Ramcoh have run off to?
Come on, Hina. Let's help Careena search.
Of course. What good is a convoy if we don't work together?
Thanks. I
Okay,
mean
so
it.
I see a
She's
bunch of
gotta be in the Vale
exclamation
somewhere.
marks on the map.
Let's keep looking.
Are the exclamation
This
marks
might be
side
useful.
quests, or are they where I need to go to talk to people? Looks like it's a side quest.
Hey,
Hi, excuse me, are you familiar with the work of Darny the Painter? He's a traveling landscape artist who paints pictures of the world's most beautiful scenery. For reasons I won't go into, I'm on a journey to retrace his steps. I want to see what he saw when he painted. I want to understand what he was going through. You're a traveler yourself. Can I just skip this? Or, yes, I see the painting. I don't care where it is. If you happen to find the spot in the painting, let me know and I'll be right over. Where are my manners? My name's Fiona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Great. Okay, so I guess I just activated it. Didn't really mean to activate it, but fair enough. Yeah, I will do all these side quests, or maybe not even do them off camera. Kind of depends on if I feel like I need the rewards. Although it didn't tell me what the rewards
This might be useful.
were there. Oh, there's the star on the map. That's where I can just
That's
go. And just head toward the star. Go into the star. Gonna find Ramcoh. And we're going to go to Mount Gala or whatever. And get our girl to become the next Alm of the Wind. Oh, he's up on the... Can I... Nope. I just walked right through that. Okay. Jumpy? Nope. Can't double jump all of a sudden? Why? Why can't I double jump on
This might be
that?
useful.
Aha. Ha! Nope. Ha! Nope. Huh? Am I just in a platforming puzzle, or what do I need to do here? Hold on, excuse me, dog. I'm gonna steal your master's candy, apparently. Okay. Can I just get close enough? Yeah, oh, that was all I had to do. I didn't even have to get up there.
Ramcoh? I'm so sorry. I was stupid. I got so caught up in Shiriu that I neglected you. But in the end, you were the only one who understood me. I have to go and meet with Sylphid now in order to become the Alm of Wind. I guess this is goodbye. Go back to your home in the sanctum. Farewell, my friend. This isn't the way to the Wind Sanctum, you know. You really want to come with me? Okay, let's get moving.
Also quick, I would personally try to make the writing a little bit more pithy than the game is presenting it, but overall I like that it is pithy enough. It's not like the characters ramble for hours, or I should say paragraphs.
Thanks for helping me find Ramcoh, but we're not done yet. I won't rest until I found Sylphid.
Don't worry. I'm here to protect you. Let's go.
So
I'm just glad that you and Ramcoh made up.
So I can't kick Ramcoh or I will
This?
likely break my foot. Duly noted. But it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Wait, so she's a permanent party member? She is a permanent party member, but Hina is not. Okay, didn't we find a spear for her or something? Spring spear? Daybreak spear. Daybreak spear increases her attack and defense, but brings down her magic attack. Well, we don't have really a reason to do any sort of magic stuff right now anyway, so we'll just stick with physical attacks until I have a reason not to do that.
Oh look, another dudbear.
Oh good.
Yep, dudbears can be found all over the world. At least that's what Shiriu. You know what? Never mind.
Let's be sure to greet any dudbears we spot during our travels. We'll probably end up with spare grizzly syrup to trade anyway.
Maybe we get special items for doing this? Uh-huh. They may be willing to exchange it. Yup, for rare items. Got it. So, there is a dudbear icon now on my map. So weird I can't double jump in town. Can only double jump in dungeony areas. Alright, Dudbear, what do you got? I have chocolate, serums. Oh, those are permanent stat boosts. Okay, I will take the 2 strength serums and use them both on myself. Great. Dudbear Dictionary. Dub! Okay, wow, it is the whole thing. I'm ashamed to say that in Legend of Mana, there was a point where you had to know the language to do some stuff. And I did it enough that I actually memorized a significant portion of the Dudbear Dictionary. Don't want to do that again this time around. I would rather just keep that dictionary in my pocket and hopefully not actually speak to the Dudbears as much as possible. Hello, people, children, and parents.
Careena, the wind conveyed the news. You are off to consult with Sylphid, the elemental of wind, if I am not mistaken.
There's nothing you can say that'll change my mind. I'll become the Alm and make you see you were wrong about me. About everything.
Soul God, as you can see, young Careena is as stubborn as can be.
That's a feature,
But
not a bug.
we cannot disobey the fairy's guidance. Please, see Careena safely to wherever she is needed, be that the mana tree or otherwise.
You can count on it.
Well, you heard him. Just remember that you'll have me to thank for the Vale's prosperity from here on out.
She just wants a statue made of her in solid gold in the middle of village. Strength sigil, ×1. Oh yeah, I have another... Oh, I've got a few. Okay.
I would have you take this seed with you. It is said to bring forth hidden abilities of the bearer. Take it with my blessing.
Thanks. I'll find a use for it.
The elms are necessary to preserve a future for the whole world. It is our duty, much as a soul guard's duty is to protect us. Careena, an oracle of wind, wishes to take upon herself the task of an alm of her own volition. No one fights against their fate if they themselves choose to bear it. We all have our individual roles to play, places from which we hail, ways of life. All of these affect the future. And I am proud to be the bearer of such an important mission for those who may come after.
She says that now, but every fiber of my writer brain says that the story is going to eventually turn to the point where she realizes she doesn't want to do this. Or maybe we learn that the sacrificing to the mana tree is all a pile of horse shit.
The chief gave you before we left? I figure I need to be as strong as I can be to fight monsters out here.
The devil is in the details, and I kind of hope the story goes that way.
But I'm a force to be reckoned with.
That wasn't the happiest farewell.
I'll
back
finish
there.
that thought in a minute.
Will you be able to set out on the pilgrimage straight away if you're chosen as the Alm?
Don't worry, I'm not leaving anything behind that I care about. Honestly, I couldn't wait to leave.
What about
I've always
Shiriu?
wanted to see what's out there in the world. Back in Longren, They don't let you travel much unless you're chosen to be the Alm. If it weren't for you showing up when you did, I'd still be stuck in town, itching to get out. Thanks for that, actually.
Then I suppose we'll have to do our best so that you get to continue on the Alm's journey.
The people of Careena sure are friendly. Or maybe you folks are the exception.
Her shoes don't have a heel. So unless she's exceptionally front heavy, like that would hurt, right? Eventually you'd have to just keep leaning forward as you walk. Yeah, look at that. Look at her shoes. There's no heel. So her center of balance is like forward? That seems so uncomfortable. Alright, anyway. Let's move on here. To another cutscene.
The elemental vessel is reacting to something. How strange.
Maybe the power of the wind that's around?
Whoa.
Hello, fairy.
I do believe the spirits wish to aid you on your journey.
Okay.
Elemental vessels can tap into different types of mana and bestow those powers on their wielders. Don't hesitate to use them during your travels. And now, I must be off.
Alright, bye. Blessed vessels, you can now use the boomerang. Right. You didn't tell me how. Of course there's a tutorial pop-up to tell me how. Once you acquire a vessel, you can choose to borrow the power by going to the Gear Skills menu. Equipping a vessel to a character will activate the power of the corresponding class. This is known as changing her class. This was from the trailer and intrigued me about the battle system. After using an elemental vessel during combat, it will enter a brief cooldown period before it can be deployed again. Attacking enemies with normal or special attacks will shorten this period, so plan your strategies accordingly. Ah, so it's not a permanent change. Yeah, that's... That elemental I know as Jin, not as Sylphid. So they changed the names. You're now able to access the vessel menu. From here you can choose which elemental's power to assign to a character and equip the corresponding elemental vessel. Okay. So vessel, wind, progression. The power of the wind surges within you. It's an interesting way to handle class changes, to make them all elemental based. Am I at least showing off my abs still? Okay, I am showing off my abs, so this class is acceptable. Got it. I'm a knight now, or something. I am a rude knight, with a sword that's twice as long as my body. A character's class is determined by the elemental power that resides within them. This in turn governs the traits and abilities. Changing classes will alter the character's stats, unlock abilities unique to that class, and may also change the weapon they wield. Experiment with different classes available to your characters to find the best one that matches your individual style of playing. Got it. The elemental plot displays how much of an elemental's powers you can wield. As the character progresses through the plot, the more in tune they will be to the element, so use it and get better at it. Elemental points are required to advance along the elemental plot. You can gain these by converting golden clovers found throughout the land into elemental points. So we need to go out of our way to find that stuff. Sylphid Boomerang houses the might of Sylphid, the wind elemental. Press R2 to wind. Got it. Okay, great. So Guard is his base class. Certain abilities will not be available if you unequip. Yes, I want to see what it is on our girl here. So we get a Sailor Moon cutscene every time we activate it. That's nice. This also could be skipped, maybe? I actually like these cutscenes, so I want to at least watch them once. Wow, her one wing is much more prominent there. Are you a dancer? I know those weapons in Final Fantasy XIV. You are a dancer. Do you still have dumb shoes? It looks like you have dumb shoes. Let's keep you as a dancer
Careena,
for the moment.
Do you know if Ramcoh is fully grown?
Because I want to see your dumb shoes.
She hasn't grown much
Yeah,
since
those
we
are
met.
some dumbass
I think she's
shoes.
still a baby. Our
Here,
village has
turn this way
tales
so I
of
can look at your
huge
dumbass shoes.
Sacred beasts flying through the skies on their bright white wings.
Then will you give us a lift once you're big enough, Ramcoh?
Let's look at your
She said
dumbass
no
shoes.
Aw, too bad. I kinda
Yeah,
wanted
those
to
are some
ride.
dumbass shoes. What'd you say,
She'll
Akamura?
let you ride on her, Hina.
No fair.
Yeah, she can't move because of the dumbass shoes. Because those are some dumbass shoes. Okay, it's fine, probably. Now, she seems to just have this. Tell you what, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna just undo that, what I just did. Because I want to experiment with doing this first. Before I just let the AI have... Oh god, so many things. Class-specific systems. Okay. Shaman Song. Okay, so these are where I can teach her powers. Got it. Okay. Can I Nope. Let me un-equip you. Vessel? Yes. Other person. Remove. Oracle. Okay. You don't have abs anyway. I'm the one who has abs. Oh, good, and you don't see the cutscene the second time. Excellent. That's good design. Okay, so I can sword. I can sword a different way. I can sword with lightning. I can buff myself for sword, and I can sword with fire. This sounds good. There's also a strategy screen. Tactics. Okay. Cool. Got it. I will dick with that later when I know more about what I'm doing.
Yes.
See, I was under the impression from that tutorial screen that I can only be a whatever, in this case a rune knight, for so long. But maybe not. Oh, he's got the check mark. So these guys are probably weak to my attacks or whatever. Oh, I hate that. Never mind. I was gonna say his attacks come out so much slower, but I do hit harder, so it's not too bad. At least I have a 3-hit combo now. Rather than my 2-hit combo. Wait, can they both equip that? I kind of assumed they couldn't, but I just realized they didn't actually try. So let's see if they can both equip the thing. I assume they can't? No, they can't, because one of them has to be holding the boomerang. Got it. Okay, we're just gonna go then. With my giant screw you sword. There's lots of stuff I'm skipping. I see all those syrups. Again, I might get those off camera, but for the sake of the show and for doing an abridged RPG, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to move on, even if that puts me at a disadvantage against the boss or whatever. Gathering Elementite will restore some mana and also grant you elemental points. You can interact with all the Elementites on the areas of the map you've been to so far. What does that mean? Use. I now have elemental points. So maybe this comes back eventually? Although right now I can't do much with it. That's fine. Okay. Good deal so far. Looks like we're moving on. I guess I'll practice my whoosh when I get into another fight here. Okay, whoosh. Oh, that's what I can't do very often. So I've got a 30-second cooldown on my whoosh, but I can still... Okay. Oh, and it ticks down when I'm not in a fight. Excellent. Bee-Lancer? Well, guess what, Bee-Lancer? I've got my limit break charged, and we're going to try that shit out real quick.
Do you think you can handle this?
Garuda Tempest!
No holding back!
Visually impressive! So many enemies dead in my way.
Showed them.
Yeah, we showed them using the power of the gods and the elements to just destroy a bee girl.
Rare item.
I feel strong and very manly right now.
Oh, a cliff.
Great. Now what do we do?
Give up and go home? Have some
You
cheeseburgers?
two aren't that bright, are you? You've got the Vessel of Wind, so use it. See? The Sylphid boomerang will react when you come across something like this.
I get it. We use the power of wind to get past the cliff. Okay, I can do this.
There's a first time for everything. Let's give it a try.
Elemental triggers are curious manifestations of elemental power. Sometimes cause changes to the surrounding landscape or the player character. That's great. To activate, first obtain the elemental vessel. Got it. You can hop on updrafts generated by Sylphid Boomerang by Xing and Xing repeatedly. Oh, that's what these little dudes are for. Got it. Okay. I'm playing on PS5, and this game uses the trigger resistances that are in... Whoa! Okay.
I felt like we were dancing together with the wind spirits.
With the healthy gust coming from Mount Gala, we're sure to end up where we need to go.
Well, I have to try. That didn't work. I'm sorry, Val. I saw treasure. What did you expect me to do? Not throw you off a cliff in order to get that treasure? Because, I gotta tell ya, when there's a way I can get some treasure, I will absolutely throw you off the cliff. Ladies, are you alright? It's the shoes, isn't it, Careena? Your dumbass shoes can't handle stepping over a rock.
Come forth! Thanks for the pick-me-up.
Great. How do I guess I can't get back yet. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just move on. There's a burb over there. There's some pissy fairies over there. Or bees or whatever they were called. Come here, fairy ladies, bee lancers. How about ye? Oh, that's interesting. I've got a lot more attacks if I'm in the air. Makes sense, since I'm, you know, very wind-based. Ha! And boomerang. And can't reach you because you're up in the air. Now I can reach you because I used a power attack. Yeah. Suck it, bee ladies. Alright. What? Ah, the systems. The Sylphid Boomerang can summon air currents, like stepping stones. Got it. I pushed this.
Power of men! This should let us proceed.
I mean, that's cool that it changes... Oh, okay. Just fell into a treasure chest. It's cool that it does give me the chance to change the world a little bit. Like, this shows that it won't change the world the exact same way. It's not like every time I see the Sylphids... We're just going to ignore that. It's not like every time I see the Sylphids, it's always the big tornado that goes straight up in the air that I have to ride or whatever. See, this trajectory is... It's going to take me a second to get used to because the jump trajectory is higher than it is long. Which is fine. It's just going to take me a minute to get used to because most games don't do it that way. And we whoosh!
Like that. Watch your step.
I disagree. I've had you come back from a fall like that twice now. Val, you just don't believe in the power of your own abs being able to break a fall like that from a mile up. And now you're going to freeze your abs off. But it's fine. The power of your abs will survive this place.
I think you'll be okay.
So that's going to do it for today because I am out of time for this one, and we've got another pop-up. Yes, I'm poisoned. Got it. Great. Don't care. So, yeah, like I said, that will do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode while we continue to explore Mount Gala, I believe it was called, and probably try to get our girl Careena to become the Alm of Wind. See you tomorrow, everybody.